Alright, welcome to another installation of Tales from the Ghetto, Volume 4. This one I would call The Ghetto versus my gangster motherfucking auntie. I have 4 aunts, and they're all amazing in their own way. One of my favorite is my Aunt Joanne, because she is the awesomest, and she's the cutest and the shortest of my aunts. And she's also a fucking fireball. You know, short people always seem like they're trying to like overcompensate for something. That's kind of like who my aunt is. Like, her attitude is huge. She's amazing. Like, she's fun and amazing. Like, she's also carefree and can be a fucking bitch at times, but you gotta love her. So, this story takes part when I used to live up by the gullybank. If you ever hear Eddie Movado song and then he's like, "They up on the gully side. If you wanna know where to find me." Yeah, I used to live on the gullybank. Right up there. Fun fact, Beanie Man, the awesome the awesome fucking reggae artist, dancehall fucking king, used to live across the road from me. Like, literally, he crossed the street from where I used to live in Waterhouse, right up by the gully bank. I think he still owe my aunt money for, like, you know, some fucking, like, I'm calling you out, Beanie Man. Calling you out, man. I think you owe my aunt some money for, like, trussing some sock and some fucking, like, you know, it's like freezies that we used to make and sell them in Jamaica. I think Beanie Man owes my aunt some money for some freezies that he never paid for, but that's too much of a side story. Alright, the story goes like this. My aunt used to stay with us, or live with us, when we used to live by the gully bank. And she used to work somewhere in Spanish Town, and when she's coming back, like, she have to stop off and cross the fucking gully bank. You understand? Because, like, it's kind of like there's a highway on this side, and then you walk a little bit, and then there's like a school and all this other shit, and then you get the gully bank, which is like, there's a big bridge that crosses over the gully bank. Right? Because the gully bank's huge. It's almost like, say, half of a soccer field in width, and the length, it goes for miles, because it runs, I think it runs all through Kingston, but it's kind of like a runoff for emergency shit, like when it rains hard, because like Jamaica's a tropical country, they get a lot of storms and hurricanes and shit, so some places have things like this. This one just happens to be in the middle of smack dab of fucking Waterhouse, and we just call it the gully bank. It's a ghetto lifestyle kind of thing, so people used to throw trash in there. Like, there was like this one spot that everyone seemed to just throw trash. You know what I mean? Like, you just walk up to it and just throw trash in. And like, along the gully bank, there was tons of fucking little mounds because people throw trash down there, and it kind of created like a little fucking hill of garbage that slides down. They were all over the place, but the gully bank is onto itself, like, really fucking steep. Like, it's about like 6 to 8 stories from the ground. Like, well, it's built ground level, so I'd say from the ground down, it's about fucking 6 to 8 stories, probably higher. And people just throw garbage in there, and when it rains, it will just wash it out, because the gully bank more or less leads to the rivers and the seas and shit and the ocean, so it just brings the water back to that kind of thing, like, complete the cycle. But at this time, it was hot in like summertime, so it was just garbage. People just throwing down there. The gully bank, by the way, stinks like fuck. In fact, they find more fucking bodies in the gully bank than you can fucking believe, because people kill motherfuckers and stuff them up in those little holes that feed the water out of like the regular streets and shit that brings the water to the gully bank. People kill motherfuckers and stuff them up in those holes, and when it fucking rains, water fucking push out dead bodies like bullets. So, get back to the story. My aunt's coming from work, And you know, it's a regular thing, and she knows it's a dangerous fucking area that she lives in, but you just have to do what you have to do. So she's coming from work, and three guys trying to grab her and like fucking rape her and shit. And frankly, my aunt is short, and she's short. You can literally just grab her and run with her and shit. She's so awesome. So like, she's short, but she's not one of those like lay down and fucking play dead type. Like, my aunt's a fucking hood. Like, a fucking hood woman. Like, a straight gangster. You don't mess with my aunt, she'll stab you. But at this time, she was outnumbered by fucking 3 dudes. And they want to fucking have their way with it. So they grabbed my aunt and try to force themselves onto her and shit. And like, she fought back. And she fought back, and she's like, this is, I wouldn't say it's a hearsay story. This is what she told me told us when she got back to the crib. And she fought as much as she can, and she kind of got away. And as I was saying, she's short. So a short person running doesn't get you really far when you're running from people who are like fucking 6 foot tall. Like, it's easy for them to catch up. So she was telling me that. She was telling us, like my mom and everybody, that they were just catching up real fucking fast. And running was not a thing that would actually help in that particular situation. Because it doesn't matter how fast she runs, she wouldn't get away because they're faster and they're stronger and they're bigger. So she wouldn't get away if she tried to run. And frankly, if you ever are stranded in the ghetto and someone's chasing you, don't go to anybody's house. No one's gonna fucking let you in. They don't give a fuck, because you'll just get the same thing that they're running from. So no one's gonna fucking help you in the ghetto. You hear me? Like, it's not a place where you go ask for help at a certain time of day or at night. So asking for help was not gonna work. Running away was not gonna work. That leaves option motherfucking C. So my bomb ass of an aunt now took it upon herself to jump in the motherfucking gullybank. You do have to understand, it's about 8 stories on the fucking floor. It's up in the motherfucking sky, and this is at night. So for her to make that decision, not knowing where she's gonna fucking land, is just fucking gangster shit. And to make it worse, there is broken bottles, there's cans, there's wood, there's nails, there's rocks, there's garbage, there's filth, there's every fucking bad thing you can imagine in the fucking gullybank. You understand? And my aunt said, fuck it. And my aunt jumped in that bitch. I swear to God. Like, I swear those motherfuckers were like, dude, ain't no way we're gonna follow this crazy bitch and jump in that bitch. I'm like, it's like jumping off a fucking high rise at night without knowing there's nothing on the ground to fucking catch you. You get me? Nothing. Alright, so she jumped. And thank God, God's on her motherfucking side. Because from what she's saying, she felt like a nice, good, maybe 3 or 4 fucking stories before she hit like a garbage mount and fucking rolled down to the fucking bottom of the gullybank. So we're at home now. Like, me and my mom and my stepdad are at the fucking crib. And we hear the door banging, like boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, who the fuck? Because the guys who grabbed my aunt, like, took her bag and shit. This is not back in the day. This is not like nowadays where someone can like find your bag and find where you live. This is back in the day where no one knows. Like, if they find your ID, it's just a fucking face and a name. No one's gonna know who you are and where the fuck to find you. So they took her bag and all of her shit when they grabbed her. So her purse was gone, so it was her. So when she got back to the yard, she was fucking banging on the door. So like, we're there, we opened up the door, and like, she was covered in bruises and shit, like scratched up all over the place. And like, She told us the fuck what happened, and I swear, man, my face was on the ground the whole time. And I'm like, what the fuck would you do in that situation and shit? And I'm like, seriously, it's like knowing that there's like a mountain lion chasing you, and you're fucking running in the mountains, and you see a cliff, and you don't even think that about what's over the edge. That's not a thought. The only thing that was going through her mind that I thought was just the fucking what's behind you. Everything that was in front of her looked better as an option to what was behind her. You understand? And every time I think of it, I'm like, holy shit, man. My aunt could have died. My aunt could have been raped by some clownfish. And no one fucking know who it was. That's why I shout out to my aunt, man. She's the bombs. Tales from the Ghetto Volume 4. My aunt, Auntie Joanne, I love you because you're a psycho. Mud.